Hey everyone. This is a very special episode of the pod because I think it's my last.
Wait.
I'm David, and I quit. And this is the final episode. No, I'm joking.
No, okay.
If you're wondering why I'm so glum and so blue, Cyber just made me spend money on Destiny for the first time in
That is a strong
7 years.
Hey,
Probably
yeah,
7
exactly. The amount of money you spent over 7 years, I don't think is that bad. It could
But
have
I
been a
still
lot worse.
had to... Hold on a minute. Did you just say made was... Can I You are holding me hostage.
No, it was a
I
gentle
asked you to kill me
recommendation.
off again.
You did actually.
What would you have done if I hadn't bought it? What would you do if I refused to buy it? You'd have to kill me off.
No, I wouldn't kill you off, but I just write it out so that you stay behind. But I feel like because you have no light, but I feel like that would be against your character arc. So I'm glad you did.
You know,
but
well, you know what's against my real life character arc? Spending money on Destiny. But we
Yeah,
still did
obviously
it.
not,
So,
because you did
guys, teaser for you. I will be appearing in 12.
Yes, you do not get killed off in the episodes leading up.
Unfortunately for me.
Unless this is
I
a
will be
massive
there.
ruse and I've been tricking David the whole time.
Oh, it's not. If that is, yeah, if that's the case, the Fireteam Fools is cancelled because I'm murdering him. This is the last video ever because he will be dead. He will have passed by my hand.
But I've got
anyway.
a cup of tea, so it's all okay.
Is it? I should have got a drink before we started.
Do you want to go get a drink?
Whatever. No, it's fine.
I
we're
can
here
entertain
now.
the audience.
No, you can't.
What do you
Because
mean
you'll just
I
start
can't?
talking. Because I'll come back and then you'll have remembered 7 other things you want me to buy, and I think we should just keep going.
I don't think I've ever asked you outright to actually
No,
buy
guys,
anything other than
I want
this.
everyone to know this is a bit. This is like the bit I had where I kept threatening to quit. This is just the new running gag. Except that's not a threat anymore, it's a promise. Anyway, guys, this is very exciting because hopefully it will actually be a podcast where it is just the two of us. Because I've
Yeah,
got
the
something
partners
very
in
special
crime.
planned. But unfortunately, as you know, I'm no longer the champ, which means, unfortunately, we have to do small talk. Now, my small talk is that I purchased something I didn't want to purchase, and we're here now.
Wait.
Cyber yours.
Before I get into my small talk, 2 things have just occurred to me. Number 1, we do not know the rule that Turtle Guy is implementing. So Turtle
That's
Guy's
true.
rule only goes into play as soon as he says it. So if we go say anything that Turtle Guy later reveals to be against the rules, it doesn't count. It's not fine. It's not ratified until he says it. But also,
I have a
David,
question.
wait, before we get into that, so we peek behind the curtain. Christmas is on the 25th. When is this episode going out in relation to that? So
Merry Christmas, everybody.
I only thought about that there now. No, it shouldn't. We should have. Okay, let me do the maths.
I think we have one more
So
week.
we
I
have
think there's another
1,
week after
2.
this.
Yeah, there is.
So next week is
the Christmas
So as
special.
of recording this, next week,
Oh shit, we have to remember that.
the one
Next
that's
week will
being
be the Christmas
uploaded
special.
next week. Well, yes, the one that's coming out after this one. So the week after this one, upload-wise, is the Christmas special.
Exactly.
The week from now to us recording is the one where I unfairly lose my belt. The week after that is this episode, and then the week after that is Christmas special. Okay, we're all in the clear.
Yes.
How are you doing, Cyber? Better than me, probably.
I'm pretty good. I accidentally spent too much money. I realized when
yeah?
when I am left to my own devices late at night when I can't sleep, which is most nights, if I make the unfortunate mistake of accidentally browsing shopping on my phone at that time, I am very easily convinced to buy stuff, and that is something that I'm going to try my best not to do anymore, because I bought a Christmas jumper and some more clothes in the middle of the night, and I realized that holy shit, I paid for too much. But I did get peek behind the curtain, I did get a present for Turtle Guy for his birthday, and I am
Whoa, I genuinely
very...
thought you just spoiled who you got for our Secret Santa there.
Oh yeah, in case anyone doesn't know, we do have a Secret Santa. But no, he's not going to... Will he listen to... No, well, it would be impossible for him to listen to this. I got Turtle Guy a WWE Road to WrestleMania board game for his birthday. Because it
that's
was on
cool.
sale. So hopefully he'll enjoy that. But that's... Yeah, I also got... I was staying in a haunted hotel room. Over this.
You just do shit without informing us of this.
No, but
so
okay.
You're hunting ghosts now?
Yeah, I was hunting ghosts. I basically went into the accommodation that I usually go to when I'm trying to stay in for nights in college, and he was like, the guy behind the counter who I've never seen there before was like, "Oh yes, there was a mistake in organizing your room, so we're giving you a different suite." And I was going, "Oh, very nice. I'll take that." It wasn't the top range one, but apparently they have like a low range, a middle range, a slightly higher range, and the top range. I have the middle range. So instead of shared bathrooms, I actually had my own bathroom. It was a very small room. It was about the size of 2.5 Ford Focuses parked right beside each other. But
that's the weirdest comparison I've ever done.
But it's accurate though. It's accurate. It also had a ridiculously high ceiling, like easily the height of my house, of just pure ceiling. There was a massive gap in the sky, like above me. I was so perplexed. I literally was staring up at it for like a solid 2 minutes. But basically, I went into the room. It was very nice. It was actually quite cozy. But I may or may not have broken the blinds, but I don't think they can link that back to me, so we're gonna keep it like that. But basically, in the middle of the night, I was lying down
in the middle of
resting.
night
When I was awoken by an awful sound. Sorry, I was doing a Blackbeard reference for Pirates of the Caribbean 4 enjoyers out there. But
one of you.
Basically, it was middle of the night, pitch black. I was going to bed. I think it was 1 o'clock when I decided to actually sleep, or try and sleep. And I lay in there, and I did genuinely, I was resting. About an hour passed. It was 2 o'clock. And then all of a sudden, I hear Spanish very loudly, and I genuinely jumped up. I actually had a heart attack. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I turned it over, and I seen that my TV spontaneously turned itself on, and there was like a movie playing, and it was a bunch of people staring at each other, and then just random instrumental music was happening, and they were all tipping each other's hats towards each other, and I sat there like staring at it for like 3 minutes, and I kind of got invested because I had no idea what was going on. So I recorded the fact that it happened on my phone, and then I had to go to the other end of the room to get the remote and turn it off. And I was like, okay, that was weird.
Is that
was
what that
freaky.
video was that you had?
Yeah.
Because it was very weird the way it was filmed, because it was just a square of TV. And
yeah, I know, because all of it was darkness, because it was 2 in the fucking morning and around. But then I did my day, got up, continued on. Then the next night, staying in the same room, I went to bed. Everything was fine. 2 o'clock again, give or take, the TV turns itself on. And this time I had the remote set beside me, and I jumped up again. I'm trying to stop myself from swearing, so
you fucking shit your fucking self.
I was going to say that, but I'm trying to remove that from my vocabulary. But
okay. Well, do you mind if I do it?
No, not really. But I really was very scared. I had no idea what was going on. Then I had to turn it off again. I've never seen an electrical fault that happens at exactly 2 o'clock in the morning every night that turns the television on. But now I have. But that's my small talk. I was haunted by ghosts that were film buffs, and hopefully I didn't upset them by turning off the film. But who knows?
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Oh, what is your question for me?
Okay. Does this count as one of the 3 grace period episodes for Turtle Guy's Reign?
Yes.
Good. That'd be great. With all that being said, guys, let's jump straight into the topic, because I don't really give a fuck anymore. So, I was listening to a podcast, and on this podcast, they started asking each other questions based on a questionnaire from a series called Inside the Actor's Studio. Okay? So I'm calling this Inside the Podcast Studio or some shit. Inside the Pod Studio. Inside the Boys Studio. Something like that. Anyway,
okay, we'll
there's 10 questions on this questionnaire. And the guy at the end of every episode would ask the guest these 10 questions to get a bit more about them. So this is your way of getting to know the boys in the pod. Okay? I thought, who better to start with than the man who makes it all happen? So, can we get Eddie in here, please?
Yeah,
I'd like to ask him some questions.
unfortunately, Eddie is not available today.
He's not?
Because he realized that Turtle Guy wouldn't be here, and he really wanted to come because he likes that when that happens. But I think he got stuck in traffic. But hopefully he might be here by the end. If you hear any like dolphin noises or like, then you'll know that Eddie is actually present now.
That's how he makes his presence.
Well, no, it's like when he edits us. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because he's very skilled. He can do it live. It's actually incredible.
It is. That's why he's the real MVP. But since he's not here, I guess I'll be asking.
Hey, look, if anyone can replace Eddie, I mean, I'm the only. I do when Eddie doesn't edit. It is me.
You're the only other one here.
Edits.
So let's just call a spade a spade. You're all I've got.
Cool. Okay, I'll take that.
So Cyber, I'm just gonna go through them in order.
Okay.
They're very interesting questions in that they're not really like. You'll see. All right, you'll see from question one what kind of question.
I do feel still a little bit anxious.
Question one, and I don't want you to just answer the question. I want reasonings for this.
Okay,
that's what the whole idea is.
God,
we get into
I hope this isn't like fucking the trolley problem straight off the bat.
We get into conversation. We have a talk. Well, that's why I want to save Turtle Guy for last on this mini series.
What?
Because God knows what the fuck he'll answer when I ask him these. But anyway, for you, question number one: what is your favorite word? Let's keep it tame here.
Okay. This does change, but I do have an answer straight away. Because it's a new word that I just learned recently.
I think I know what it's
and I've included it in my college essays, even though my friends in college tell me to remove it because my lecturers would probably
Your friends out of college tell you to remove it as well.
I think it's a real word. Well, no, it is a real word.
I don't disagree that it's a real word. I don't think you should put it in your essays.
Why?
Because from my perspective, and I know Hoover said the same thing, if I'm a college lecturer, and the likelihood is that they don't understand what this word is, if I have to Google that word, you've pissed me off.
Hey, but you're learning.
Yeah, I'm learning to dislike you as a student.
Well, the lecturer that will be correcting these is retiring this year, if that's of any consolation.
Yeah, I think you're pushing them right to the edge there.
Okay, maybe I will remove it right after this, who knows. But my favorite word, as of now, is agathocacological, which means something that is comprised both of good and of evil. And I think it's a cool word to say. Agathocacological.
Interesting.
Were you expecting anything else?
You just think it's... Well, no. I mean, this is one of the ones that doesn't really have a whole lot to it. Number two. What is your least...
but then like Turtle Guy will like bring in something insightful.
We'll have to make this a multi-part series when Turtle Guy does this because that'll be a whole hour on question one.
It's just 10 episodes in a row of just grilling the Turtle Guy inside the mind of the guy.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, question two is, what is your least favorite word?
Now this is actually a good one, because you could always go with like stereotypical answers like moist or like frog or something like that. That just doesn't sound like
frog
nice
is a great
to say.
word. I just don't like the beasts.
I don't know what I would It has to be one word, not a phrase.
It has to be one word.
Loss.
Okay, well that
not
feels
lost,
philosophical.
But loss. Because like there's no real positive context for that unless it's like a loss of villains or something. But if I'm thinking of when I would usually use that kind of word, it's usually like a loss of someone or something that a loss you've undertaken or something that's negative, something that you do no longer have, that a piece of you has been removed. That's the kind of idea that I would get with those, and it's probably my least favorite word.
Okay.
That or cement.
Let's go with cement.
That's a joke, by the way. I like cement.
I like it when you said cement.
Oh, what can I say? I like the peas. I'm trying to be a funny guy. Ha 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 ha.
All right. So those were just to ease you in. Things get a
Okay.
little bit more
What's your credit card
thoughtful.
details?
Actually, I just saw what question 5 is, and I think it's quite funny considering something you said earlier. But anyway, number 3. What
Oh no.
turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
That's a good question.
I know these are good questions.
Um. Does it have to be something like literal?
No, well, I mean, it's your answering. It doesn't have to be like a libido for creativity. It can just be like, what gets you in the mood to be creative, or spiritual, or emotional,
Hope.
if anything. Hope. Jesus Christ Almighty. This
What?
son of a bitch.
What do you want me? What do you want me to do? Like whenever I feel like hopeful of the future, that inspires creativity, which then kind of causes me to be more helpful. I usually only write, or I'm usually only creative when I'm happy or when I'm hoping for the future to be good. Like I don't really like writing when I'm not happy because it's usually very existential and just goes into like horror and depression and stuff. Like if I ever draft ideas, like if I look back at them after I'm like gone through whatever low point that was, I'm like, oh shit, this is just really fucking sad. I don't want to do this. Like I've
You
had.
and I are very opposite people.
Wow, that's interesting. But I do like writing makes me feel good, but I like to write when I
Writing
feel
makes
good.
me feel good. Personally, busting makes me feel good.
But yeah, it's just if I'm down in the dumps, I won't write. So when I'm hoping or when I feel hopeful, usually music kicks that into me. If music makes me feel happy or hopeful, then I will be very creatively driven. Potentially the biggest. It's almost guaranteed every single time I see this, it will kickstart creativity, and it'll be like I could leave wherever I'm watching it and be like, fuck yeah, I can write the next like Odyssey. Is the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings trilogy. If I see them in any fashion, they are fucking hopeful movies. They are so good. If I watch them, I get the burst of like, I need to write something. I need to make something like this. I need something that can make me feel these kind of hopeful emotions. And that's kind of, yeah. Whereas if I watch the new Lord of the Rings TV show, I'm like, oh, this is cool, but like, it doesn't inspire me to write anything. But then I go back to like the Lord of the Rings and I see Samwise Gamgee fighting a spider with a sword trying to find Mr. Frodo. Like, it's fucking great. It's brilliant. Oh, I love that. It puts a smile on my face. If basically hope, happy, if anything that makes me feel those things is then inspires me to be creative.
Okay, interesting.
There is a very small caveat to that. If I feel if something makes me genuinely cry, because it takes a lot to actually make me cry, even in real life mostly, that will also inspire me, but that's a very fringe case. It doesn't happen that often.
Okay.
I can't tell if the silences in between, are you like studying me like a therapist?
No, I'm just sorry, I'm just being dumb. Okay. Number 4.
I feel like I'm being analyzed. What turns me off?
Yeah, in the same vein, like emotionally, creatively, spiritually.
Deadlines. If I have like any assignments coming up or anything to do with work that I have to do, and it's like in the near future, that will just completely sap anything from me. Because I like to write, I like to be creative when I don't have to worry about anything. And deadlines are like the biggest worry in my life, like continuously. Whether it's for work, whether it's for college, that kind of stuff. If I know that something has to be done before a certain date, I want to spend all my time making it as good as it can be before I have to submit it at that date. If that makes sense. And that usually removes any time or opportunity for me to be as creative as I would like. Yeah, I feel like that's a decent enough explanation. I need to be the most creative I can be and the most emotionally fulfilled. I need as little restrictions as possible. General day-to-day work doesn't count. That's fine. But like I know what I'm doing. But when it comes to like big assignments that are due, or like big stuff that I have to prepare for, like at the end of a term in work, I guess, whatever you want to call it, that is when I would feel very creatively sapped.
I see. That makes sense. That's good.
These short answers you're giving me, I can't. I feel like you're writing it down. You're gonna. I feel like I'm
This
lying
isn't
down
about
on the
me.
sofa.
This isn't about me. This is about you.
I know, but like,
Right? I'm merely a vessel for you to.
yeah, but I feel like there's
express
something
yourself.
else going on here that I don't know. That I don't know whether or not to be aware of.
I've got a gun. I'm going to shoot you with it. Is that what you want to hear?
Well, I mean, that's a bit of drama. Imagine your therapist just, I have a gun.
I've got a gun. Is that a monkey? He's got a gun. This is the question I thought was funny, considering something you said earlier on the podcast. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, god damn it. I did have to stop myself from laughing when someone at work, someone dropped a laptop, and then another person was right beside them and looked them dead in the eye, went deadpan, and was like, "You're a bloody spoon, aren't you?" And I had to actually like turn around and stop myself from just cackling. Spoon is an incredible word to use in supplement of a curse word. I think that is so funny. If someone called me a spoon, I wouldn't be insulted. I'd be that'd be hilarious.
That reminds me of a time me and a couple of my friends were driving quite dangerously. Sorry, I just skipped ahead. I meant to say we were driving together, and someone ahead of us was driving quite dangerously. That made it sound like we are reckless. I'm sorry.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, this is a weird time to bring that up.
We were driving somewhere, and ahead of us was a car that was driving very dangerously. They kept indicating wrong, and they were like swerving around the road. But they did something that basically cut us off in quite a dangerous way, and my friend had to like hit the brake. And my other friend just very calmly and casually went, "That was a bit cheeky, wasn't it?" And it was the funniest thing. Like, it alleviated all the tension immediately. It was so funny. We went from like, "Jesus, what a day," or whatever, like, and my friend just goes, "That was a bit cheeky, wasn't it?"
that is funny. I was driving behind someone that I'm convinced was drunk today, because they were going max 40 like everywhere.
Oh, that wasn't me. If I'm driving drunk, I'm driving fast. Right, let me tell you.
But no,
Cops can't catch you if they don't catch you.
They were going onto the other side of the road. They were swerving. They were like every single turn they were braking. I'm not talking about like tight turns. Every time the road angled at all, they were like bends that I would usually go around 60, and that's saying something. They were like braking at 30 and forcing me to go into second gear. Like, it was actually insane. I don't know, and they were like gliding. Do you know when someone's driving ahead of you and it almost looks as if they're slipping, like from side to side? It was that, which is why I thought they were potentially under the influence. But that's nothing actually happened. So like, there's nothing more exciting, but like, it's annoying.
Yeah, I mean, that sure is annoying. Answer the fucking question, though.
Wait, did I not? Spoon.
What's your favorite? Spoon isn't a curse word.
Oh, but can I not use that as a supplement?
No.
God damn it. I am actually trying to...
Make this your last one, then. Go with the bang.
Curse word.
Yes.
Shite.
Okay, well...
I like that one. Because it's not
I can't wait
as
for Togo
used.
to answer that question.
I don't think you'll have any qualms.
Someone's going to have to ask me these questions someday to complete the series.
That'll probably be me. I can do that.
Yeah, probably. Okay. What sound or noise do you love? And you can't say my voice.
Oh, fuck.
I knew you were going to.
Okay.
You can't say your voice either. You fucking narcissist.
I don't particularly like my voice 100%.
Is that what you change it for YouTube videos?
Kind of, yeah. But I like that people like my voice, if that makes any sense.
Nearly ASMR.
Well, a lot of people in college have told me to do that, or do audiobook narration, and I would... Hi, welcome to...
I don't like that, actually. That makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Why? Why uncomfortable?
Because it's too slow. I actually don't mind ASMR, I'll be honest.
I don't mind it either, to an extent.
It's good ones. There's good ones. I've trained my algorithm to only show me good ones, and I'm not ashamed to admit I listen to ASMR
No, I've tried
on
everything to
occasion.
help me sleep.
On occasion. Funny, I don't do it when I want to sleep. I just like to. It like makes my brain go soothe, and I can relax. I'm not trying to sleep, but I'm just relaxing.
Oh man, I love that.
It's fun. I
But
love to relax.
traffic.
You like sound traffic?
Traffic noises and distant traffic noises. If I'm not
Yeah.
actually in the traffic, I kind of don't mind. I like traffic noises because it kind of just lets me. It reminds me that there is a world outside and that
Yeah.
there are other people. I this is
You should
I don't know if you want this to get super deep, but I'm going to get
that
slightly
like
deep.
noise.
I realize
Like deep.
that I have a very I wouldn't consider myself a very extroverted person, but I do realize that I have a very intense need to feel as if I'm part of society. So if I go anywhere, I will literally go to a coffee shop to sit down just to kind of feel.
Remind yourself people exist.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Feel like you're in a community, or not in a community. Why do I word this? Feel like there are other people there, and that you like. There is society exists. It's weird because I thrived in lockdown. I was fine. I really did not mind being by myself, but I don't think I'd be able to do it again, which is weird. But that's the second time in my life where I had to do that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I would, but
Maybe.
I don't know.
That fascinates me because again, we're the most opposite people on the planet. Lockdown was literally the worst time of my life. I'm not going to get into that much, but then I also feel like if any of the four of us were to just like go into just disappear, it would be me. I would just go and live like alone. And I'd be like, cool, I'm living with that.
Yeah, but I also think I would slip like if a lot of things went wrong, I'd say I'd be able to do that and just vibe. Like I think I would, but the more I'm how do I feel like I'm slowly shedding off introverted skin.
But it's funny because I don't consider you introverted at all. You're like the
I
most
consider
sociable
myself though.
person I've ever met.
I have a lot of anxiety when I talk to people, like even like my friends, not you guys, not the boys, but
So if you got anxiety around me, it's only just because of my off-putting presence.
yep. It's the fact you stand slightly close to the shadows all the time. But
I'm always half in shadow.
yeah, it's vaguely concerning. But no, if there's like meeting new people or talking to people in different areas, I find very. I think I'm quite good at masking it. I think I'm quite good at
You're a
pretending.
sociopath, is what you're saying.
I hope not. I hope I'm not a sociopath, but
The
I
world's
do
nicest
worry.
sociopath.
I do worry a lot about
Other
just
people.
yeah, not even about how they think about me. It's not even that. It's just like interaction and stuff. I just kind of God, I don't know. Whoa, shit, this is deep, man. I didn't
I
I don't
like
know if
about
I
this.
signed up for this. But
Well, that's
this
what, yeah.
yeah, I like traffic noises.
Yeah, how do we get there? Yeah, Jesus.
That and rain,
sound?
but I guess everyone likes that.
Yeah, rain's classic. I do agree with you on rain. Rain's good. What sound or noise do you hate?
Nuclear fallout siren.
The
'Cause
siren, yeah.
if that happens, that's the ultimate noise of like hopelessness.
Just death.
Yeah, because there's nothing you can do at that point.
Yeah. Two things when you mention that. First one is that noise used to play like next to my college all the time,
Yeah,
which I
I
think
know.
we talked about, which is insane. And I hope that hasn't made me numb to it if it ever happens. And the second thing is, did you ever hear that thing about like the glitch that happened on like the alert system in Hawaii? That basically said that like
ages ago, yeah.
yeah, it was a while ago, where it said like missiles were like basically it basically made everyone in this Hawaiian islands think that they were going to die because like missiles went out
Yeah.
or something.
Like there was
Yeah,
a
it
text
was
or something.
really-
Man.
Yeah, exactly. And that's frightening. I remember Jim Carrey talking about it because he was there when it happened. And,
Yeah, that is
it's a
terrifying.
very, very interesting. Yeah, that would scare the spoons out of you. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Yeah. If I have to give another more kind of grounded answer though, it'd be the opposite, silence.
Jesus Christ.
I don't I Most of the reasons why I can't sleep is because of how quiet it is, and that causes my brain to.
Why don't you put on some white noise?
That's what I do, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I have found, and I'm going to experiment with it tonight. Actually, a Transformers 2007 movie relaxing ambient and soundtrack mix that I am going to listen to, and see if it helps me sleep tonight. It's basically just like calming, like, woo, but then like in dimly in the background, it's ba da 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 da, but slowed down. So I'm going to see if it works, and if it doesn't, well, at least I listen to Transformers.
Fair enough. I mean, that's a good answer. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Other than my own.
Yeah. And you can, I don't know if you want to count like YouTube for this answer or what.
I mean, I guess it's not really a profession. Well, I wouldn't consider it a profession, but
Yeah, well, I know you don't want to reveal your actual profession. You don't want people to know
probably.
that you know, traffic donkeys professionally. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh shit, no. But if I had to do something, it would be definitely acting, or I'd follow in the footsteps of the resident guy.
Me.
Yeah. Or also, so that or archaeology.
Nice, like proper Indiana Jones shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
Okay.
astrophysics. I wouldn't mind that. I'd say I'd enjoy that. Because like
well,
that's just brain exercises, and I like working my brain, and like space is fucking sick, man. It's terrifying. The more I look into it, the more I'm genuinely scared of space, but it's really cool. It's really cool.
this isn't on the questions. This is a bonus question. Just when you
Oh,
mentioned it,
yay.
would you rather explore the ocean or space
For a long period of time.
for a year?
No, no, I'm sorry. That was the first half of a sentence.
Oh, what?
For a long period of time.
Okay.
I was
Epic. Thank you very much for that.
for a long period of time, comma, I would have chosen space. No, fuck it. I think I will still choose space because it's so unknown, and if I'm guaranteed to come home safely, I will choose space.
Well, I never said
Space
that.
is beautiful. Fuck.
said
Space
that.
is beautiful. The sea is also beautiful. I fucking love water. I am at home in water, but it's
What are you, a fish?
no, I'm a surfer, dude. But I really do love water. I love water sports, every kind of water. I love diving. I really want to go snorkeling at some point in my life. I love all that kind of stuff. But it gets to the point. If I'm exploring, that implies I'm going somewhere that people haven't been. That basically just leaves the dark parts of the ocean, and that's the stuff that like that shit's freakier than space because we know things live there for certain. So like, I don't think I need to go down there. I think we can send drones; they'll be fine. I'll just go into space and follow that satellite that's been playing Freebird since the 1980s or whatever the fuck that meme is. But I'll go out and I'll find the manhole cover that's traveling at Mach 1,000,000. Do you understand anything that I've just referenced?
No, I do. I just find it
Okay,
interesting
okay.
that this is the question you've given the most answer to, and it's not even an official one on the list. But
Well, I hope
Okay.
I think about it. I like space. I would choose space. It's terrifying, but I would choose it. I would brave it.
okay, okay.
Because imagine being on another planet, man. That'd be
Brother,
insane.
I haven't even got my head around this planet. You know, I think I got enough going on down here.
If I ever went to space, and if I ever got the opportunity, the fucking, oh, I swear, the privilege of standing on the surface of another planet or celestial object, that would be like, yeah, that'd be like your life is peaked at that point. Like you've traveled the stars. That's insane. It'd be terrifying, but it'd be insane. Anyway, sorry. You started your next question, sir.
What profession would you not like to do?
Soldier. I
Fair.
feel like that's kind of self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
don't.
fair.
I
That's
don't
fair.
like. I don't like violence.
Yeah. Okay. Understandable. Understandable. And the final question
Oh
for you, my
wow.
friend. Um, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Hmm. Um. I would like him to say, "You really outdid yourself."
Okay. Good answer. I like that. I like that.
Because I want to make sure that I actually. My goal in life right now is to actually make the most out of life, which I feel like is everyone's inner goal. But I want to like make sure that I don't look back in 30 years and that I realize, oh no, I could have done so much more. So I want to make sure that I actually, through making content, through reading, through traveling, through joining clubs, doing different skills, I might potentially be putting it to an extreme, but I do want to make sure that I get the most and experience the most out of life. And that's kind of my goal, while avoiding burnout. Because Jesus Christ.
That's well, understandable. Good answers all around, I would say.
Thank you, thank you.
And it was a very interesting experiment.
Yes.
I have nothing else to say.
Oh
I'm out. That's it. That's all I had. All right. This is a short episode.
well,
Sorry, I don't have more for you.
do do we have to end it there?
We don't necessarily have to end it there. What are you saying? What are you suggesting?
I didn't think about the implications of this, but hmm.
What do you want to ask me the questions?
Not necessarily, but I was
Oh,
going to. Oh, we just wanted a break though from the intense pods actually, so no, I won't.
what were you gonna suggest?
I was gonna potentially see if you wanted to put the Turtle Talks Championship belt on the line right now,
Oh my
here,
god.
right now. But
No.
I don't know what we would do for that as
No.
of now. Uh, man, you're really clinging on to that belt.
It's all I've got left.
Hey, but come on, like you can't just
I'll
know.
put it up when I'm good and fucking ready.
How does
Alright.
that work? Can wrestlers say no? Like just refuse a challenge? Is that like a thing that can
Gunther did
happen?
it for ages.
that's that's so dumb. I love that though. That's kind of funny.
Well, it ain't happening, Buster.
Oh, that's a
Sorry.
shame. That's a shame.
But the podcast doesn't have to end. We can do something else.
No,
I mean, what else? What are you? Or is this the end? Or are you
no,
done?
no,
Are
no,
we
no.
done?
It's not the end. We've less than. This is a sub 40 minute, unless we do the second ever mini episode.
Holy shit.
But no, we can. There's got to be something else. Like, why don't we get a little bit existential?
Oh my god. Is that what this is? Is this just becoming Let's Get Existential?
No, 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 no. It'll be whatever you want it to be. But what do you think of the simulation theory?
I think it's a bunch of bullshit, but
I think it is as well. But do you think there's any possible way to absolutely prove that all of what you're experiencing now is not a simulation or a fictional representation while you're in like a hallucinogen or something
why would they program in wet farts?
to make it unfortunate?
I think that's the biggest thing, because the guy who suggests wet farts at the simulation meeting, he's getting laughed out of the building. They're going to say, who hired this fucking freak?
Hey, but maybe
They'll
they
say.
needed. Maybe he coded it in without letting anyone know.
Yeah, and the minute they found out about it, they would have patched it out and kicked him to the curb, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but what if someone booted up? Like, what if like a real like 18-year-old dumpster diver has booted up like the original beta copy of Life.mp4 in their basement, and then this is what it is now. It has all of the unintended features.
Well, then they need to stop.
Because what if, like, you can't... What if you're the only real person? What if I'm not actually real, David?
As well, if that is true, I don't want to know.
You know,
I don't need to know.
I don't know. I don't know if I need to know either.
I'm fine. I'm fine if that is the case. Just don't tell me about it. All right, and maybe program in some more good stuff. You know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I nearly choked on my tea. There's like tea leaves or something at the very bottom of this.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you your future?
Yeah, tell me my future. What do I got in store?
Okay, what do I see at the bottom of this? I see a half crescent. I see an eclipse.
Don't look into that.
Something in your life is going to get eclipsed by something unforeseen that you have never seen coming, and it'll improve your life because it'll be blindingly good, but it'll come out of nowhere, and you'll never expect it.
Okay, well, that was awful.
Hey, like, I'm trying my best here, man.
Yeah.
You had like a 3-minute topic. I'm trying to salvage it. What else can we do?
I thought it was longer than that. I thought I had a good thing going.
You did. Just hit me with another question. I'll keep it up. I can keep answering questions all day.
I don't have. Would you rather find out that there's a person living in your attic or a million spiders? There could genuinely be a million spiders living in your attic, actually.
Yeah.
The way you...
I'm plagued by spiders. It's not a plague of locusts. It's a plague of spiders, and it's in my house. Spiders, I feel like that's more realistic.
So you'd rather have spiders? You have a million spiders?
Yeah, because if there's a person there, that's kind of freaky, isn't it?
Yeah, I think a million spiders is kind of qualifies as kind of freaky as well, though.
Yeah, but like at least they're probably just vibing. If there's a person, that means they're actively trying to hide.
True. Very, very, very true.
Yes, yes, indeed.
So,
what I'm putting it into your court now. What is there something? Consider this the interview. This is Late Night with DavidKivo. What do you think the people might want to know about me? Ask
your
the
real
questions.
Name and your full address.
Okay, other than doxing. Should have seen that coming. Anything other than doxing?
What made you want to do this?
Are we talking specifically the pod?
Yeah. No. Well. Okay. Yeah. The pod. What made you want to start the pod?
I can't really remember at this stage. I just thought it was a fun idea, and the fact that I consider you all very funny people, I thought it would be nice that we could kind of chronicle that, and that we could kind of have conversations that we could look back on in a few years and be like, holy shit, we were actually fun. No, I swore again. We were actually funny. And
We were, and then we started doing the podcast and we found out we weren't, and we were like, oh, shit.
Well, no, you say that, but we did do one demo episode of the podcast that was not good.
Oh, yeah, we've talked about that before, I think.
We have, yeah. I don't know how much detail we did, but it was really bad. It was very rambly.
Was probably the worst thing I've ever been involved in.
Turtle guy just doxed and loads of people and started telling stories that were ridiculously niche to us.
Yeah, like not interesting even.
Yeah, not even but just kept using real people's names and locations.
Yeah, just describing like people we've met, and it was like, what are you fucking doing? We ended it. We ended that episode, and we're just like, oh well, that's where we simply cannot do anything on this.
Yep, that was one of the. Usually, whenever we try to make something, I try my very best to make something of it useful, even if it's not like.
Yeah, even Robot Rumble, which we didn't finish, at least had like a mini episode of it.
Exactly. Like if I start something and I want to finish it, if I make content for something, I want to you use it for something at the very least. So like that was really the only time ever that we made something that I was like, this is just completely unusable. which is kind of fun in itself, but it's gone. It's completely deleted. It's like
there's no.
there's no.
We wouldn't have been
salvaging
able to do anything with it anyway.
No, yeah.
So
But
yeah, so what made you want to start like the channel in general?
I was just young, innocent. Okay, there's two reasons. The original channel, I was young, innocent, and just making gaming videos just seemed cool at the time. I was like, hell yeah. The second time, if memory serves... No, that can't be right. No. I'm trying to think. Did I... How... Oh, God. I don't want to dox myself, but I can't remember how old I was. When... This is... The channel definitely isn't 6 years old, right?
This current one... Well, the first video I think was uploaded in 2020.
Whoa, okay, that's slightly longer. But I think this channel started before lockdown, I think?
Like just, I think.
Yeah, just before lockdown. I was like, you know what? I just want to I want a way something fun that I can do to relieve some stress from like school, and something that I know I would enjoy. I know I always did enjoy. That was a way to hang out with my friends, and just a way that we could kind of remember stuff that we did. Like, in the end of the day, the main goal for the channel for me is just kind of chronicling not our adventures, but just the fact that we are friends and how funny we all are and stuff. That's well, my end goal.
Yeah, it's just about being hilarious.
Exactly, it's just being the
This
boys.
is like my chat show. All right, this has just turned into my chat show. This is late night with DavidKivo.
Hey, that's what I said. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I know, and I'm stealing that.
Maybe that's the episode. It's gonna do that. So you'll have that with a different guest.
Late night with DavidKivo, and then the next one's gonna be I'll do Hoover the next time. Maybe you can still be there. You can be like my little
technical guy.
yeah, like you know how Conan had that guy that showed up on his show. Anyway, I know you've never seen it. Before you say that,
I've seen the Eric Andre show.
Yeah, so you're like my Hannibal Buress then.
Yeah.
I guess. He's got to call stuff whack. So, did you, when you started the channel, obviously you started with Destiny, but did you foresee Destiny becoming like the main thing your channel is known for?
No, not at all.
Or did you just think it was going to be like another thing you did?
From the get-go, I never wanted to focus on any one thing. I always wanted it to be variety, because I thought that was the spice of life. Then the Destiny stuff started popping off, so I started focusing on Destiny, and then now I realize I don't really care about stuff popping off as much, so now I want to do the variety again. It does categorically reduce the amount of views things get, but I don't really mind that, to be honest. I find it a lot more creatively fulfilling to edit different stuff.
Yeah, I can imagine
instead of just Destiny the whole time, because I only did it for like 2, 3, 4 months, but like it was very taxing. Like, I love Destiny. I could and I will probably edit Destiny stuff for like my entire life, but I love it. I love the Fireteam Fool. I love it because there's so much different stuff I do in Destiny. Like, I have challenges, I have the Fireteam Fools, and just different stuff like that. But having that, and then every once in a while editing like the next episode of the Spider-Man race, or an episode of The Blocks, or the Boys in the Pod, just having loads of variety stuff, I just find very creatively fulfilling and exciting, because there'll be like 3 or 4 Destiny videos, and then I'll edit a variety one, and I get excited for the variety one, especially when it's a group one like the House of Ashes and stuff. I get very cool. I genuinely get excited to edit them, and I'm very happy to be able to do that, because yeah, I think I love Destiny. I think Destiny, I have a lot to owe to Destiny in terms of the audience, and in terms of keeping me encouraged to make stuff. But when I think of funny moments, most of them aren't actually in Destiny. But when I think of my favorite moments, a lot of them are Fireteam of Fools. I am not going to hide that at all. The Fireteam of Fools is definitely my favorite project on the channel, 100%. I think that's very obvious. But it's just the stuff that I've put the most kind of time and effort into making and designing and like writing essentially, and I'm very happy with how it's very slowly, but it is all coming together, and I'm very happy. It's
Yeah,
also
that's
what helped me expand my community and expanded the different friends I've made through content creation, which is very fun.
That is cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is cool. Do you have a favorite video to record, like a favorite type of video to record?
If I take breaks, Destiny challenge videos. If I record more than one Destiny challenge video in a row, I find that quite taxing for whatever reason. But if I do them sparingly, I really enjoy them. But my favorite beyond measure is when it's not me by myself, it's with the boys, and we start to record the first couple sessions of a game that we have absolutely no idea how to play. Those videos always are the most fun I ever have making stuff. Whether it's the beginning of the forest, the beginning of Payday, any Ark, all those kind of stuff that we have no idea what's going on, but we just learn as we go, and we're just shouting and screaming at each other. I find them so fun. Usually, you guys are screaming at me, but I find that so funny. I love doing it. Like, they're just stuff that genuinely puts a smile on my face. And other than that, in person Dark Pictures Anthology, because we're very lucky the situation that we're able to do those in person, and it always feels like an event, and I always really, really, really look forward to them, and it's great.
Yeah, and I think there's a certain level of comedy that comes with just the fact that we can, like, I know obviously the people watching the videos can't, but the fact that we can look at each other and like have certain like kind of reactions you can't have when you're over a call or whatever. Like even like the whole running gag of Turtle Guy always falls asleep when we do them and stuff.
Yeah, and the new one where we crack a can at the beginning of everyone. Oh, classic, which is very simple, but I do like it.
It's just fun when these little weird little things evolve
and seeing the audio spike whenever Turtle Guy just says anything at all.
It's so funny. That's another thing about recording in person, because we actually see the waveforms, and the waveforms for Turtle Guy are like 3 times the size of the waveforms for everyone else. Do you have a least favorite video to record, or type of video to record?
Now, how do I word this?
No, you tell me, buddy.
I adore making it, and I always will adore making it, and it's not necessarily,
but
it's definitely not my least at all, but a part of me sometimes feels bad when I want to do Fireteam of Fools, because I realize that I am probably the only one that really likes actually playing Destiny, and I do feel bad when I ask you guys to do it, but I think it's worth it. I think in the end of the day, when we make it, it's very good. People really enjoy it. I fucking love it. It is my favorite show on the channel. But in terms of ones that I just categorically hate, if I have to ignore that,
Penumbra?
No, Penumbra was fun because you were there. If it was just me, then I would have hated it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to think. I don't, like, the thing is, I usually only pick stuff that I enjoy. So there isn't really anything that I hate making. Yeah, I don't really think there is a bad one. Fireteam of Fools is just sometimes emotionally, because I don't like the idea of me forcing you guys to do stuff, and I never ever want to genuinely do that, like on a big level. So that sometimes just makes me feel bad, but I don't really know. I don't think there's any that I genuinely despise recording, because I feel like if that was the case, I just wouldn't record it. That happened with Endling. That's the only video game that I've started and never finished, because I just found it so depressing.
What the fuck is Endling?
It's a game where you play as a bunch of foxes in a nuclear wasteland, and I just found it so like genuinely soul crushing, because it was just all about animals getting hurt. I was like, I can't do this. I can't play with this because it would just make me sad. So I just stopped. I stopped playing it. It was a really cool game. I fucking love. Goddamn, it's working. I love the art style. The art style is incredible in that game. The game is really good. The game is really, like, fundamentally a great game, but it was just the content of it is so sad that I just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Do you have a least favorite video on the channel?
Yeah, Borderlands Episode 2. It's just ridiculously bad. The first couple seconds are funny, but like the first couple seconds of that video is Turtle Guy missing his cue, entering to like reveal himself as part of the series now, and that should have been warning signs for us, but it was just such a horrible video. Like but we reference it that much that I can't actually get rid of it. But if I got rid of it, nothing would change for the rest of the series. It's just the first episode, me and Hoover, it's just us. We're excited to play the game. Episode 2 happens, and from that point on, for the rest of the entire series, all three of us are complaining. We all hate the game. I actively dislike playing Borderlands. I genuinely don't like playing that game. But I am playing it to finish the series.
Do you dislike it because the gameplay isn't fun?
Both, yeah. I find it really boring. Because the comedy didn't really set in it at that point. So like it's funny, but it's not my kind of funny. It's a bit more vulgar-y funny. And I just find the art style really, really bland. Compared to... I made the mistake of starting with Borderlands 3 and Tales from the Borderlands, which are incredible games. So good. Like, genuinely hilarious and so vibrant. But in comparison, where the series began, Borderlands 1 was revolutionary at the time for what it is, but I genuinely...
hate it.
It's so bad now. I really dislike it. But we're nearly done the base game, and there's only 3 DLCs because one of the DLCs doesn't have a main campaign, so we're just going to skip it. So, yeah, apparently Borderlands 2 is very good, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's got a cool intro, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's about all I managed to play of it. I do have it, though, if you want to...
we'll see. We'll clear the schedule.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm trying to think. I had other questions regarding the channel. I guess in that vein, is there anything you wish you could change about the channel?
If I could do it more
Removing
sustainably.
is not an option.
Oh shit! Okay. So again, remove if I could do it more sustainably, I would love to live stream more. I would love to do that. I find that really, when I live streamed the Final Shape and I was like talking with chat while I was doing it and stuff, and like I was having banter with the chat, I found that so fulfilling. That was so fun. That was genuinely like really a genuinely fun thing to do. I can see why people like it, but I just do not have the time to facilitate that. So I am not able to do it. But if I was able to, I would very much, like the Destiny challenge videos I record solo, I just do that live, and then I just turn them into like the edits. But it's just not something I can do, like feasibly with the time and setup.
That's fair. That is fair, but it's something you would like to do.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
Okay, other than Fireteam of Fools, do you have a top 3 series on the channel?
Other than Fireteam of Fools, okay.
Other than like, that includes First Fools.
Oh yeah, the Fooliverse, yeah.
The Fooliverse.
The Marvel Spider-Man race is definitely up there because I think it's
so
like
funny.
a first of its kind. I also think we're very funny, and it's just something completely different that I've never seen anyone really do before. Like I've seen people race like games, but they're all usually old games, not like a modern PlayStation exclusive. But I really genuinely find that really funny to edit as well.
Also, we bullied one of our friends.
Yeah, we bullied one.
Which was fun. Which is like, I don't think we've seen that one before on a race.
Yeah, we started without them. Oh god, it was so funny.
It's so funny. It's funny. I think it's funny. I think it's funny as well, the fact that he is like catching up.
Yeah, man, it's insane.
And that makes me feel better about the fact that we did.
Man, I if he wins, I would be so happy. I don't think he will. I still think he will win, but if he does end up winning somehow, that'd be insane. But yeah, the Marvel Spider-Man race, definitely up there. I am struggling to choose between Until Dawn and The Quarry. They are both very funny, but if I had to choose, I would probably... Oh, I don't know. Like, I would go with The Quarry, but then I keep remembering that one episode where Hoover plays by himself for 50 minutes.
I think I would. I think
if I cut that bit out.
But Until Dawn, I think I prefer. I like the gag of like Hoover doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Funny.
It's also a more self-contained experience, I guess. because it's the first
I
of
guess
its
so.
kind. Yeah, I'd probably go with Until Dawn. Also, just random stuff happens in that we have still no idea, like the Green Moon,
Green
like,
Moon.
like all of that weird random stuff, and the fact that like different characters died in the way that they did was memorable, to say the least.
Yes. Well, that's a word for it, surely.
And then
Surely to God,
after
that's a
that,
word for it.
the third one. I don't. Payday's fun, but I don't think I'd put it in the top three. The random games like that we do, like the Among Us Zombies and the Pog. What was that
Oh,
called?
Dissection.
Dissection. That they were
You
funny.
know what? Actually, I really, really shouldn't give you too much guff about making me buy Destiny DLCs, and I made you buy Dissection.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
It's, you know, I mean, obviously financially totally different, but
Um, what would be the top? Like the Blocks is good. The Blocks is great, actually.
what is that?
But I'm still waiting on footage, man. But well, if I'm thinking of genuine big hitters, I'd say the Blocks kind of has to be there.
Yeah, I mean it's a classic for a reason. Although I don't know how it, like views wise what it does, but
No, but for
I
us,
like it.
like again, that's what I mean about the channel. I focus more on what we like really than
Yeah,
what other people. But yeah, the Blocks has spawned many a laugh, and
Yes.
I think that makes it worth. I would at some point like to do an awards show, kind of thing, whether it's a pod or a video, where I just make nominees for like the best episode or the best video or the worst running gag or something like that, and then we have votes. And if I could have that with like community like votes, that'd be really interesting.
That would be fun.
But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Maybe for New Year's. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. But the blocks is probably my number three, unless I'm forgetting something else that I'm.
I'm surprised you didn't put like Destiny challenges or something like that. If you can't.
Oh, well, I thought you were not including.
Well, I wasn't getting like the Fooliverse. But,
Oh
like,
right. Well, yeah. If I how do I word this? I really like making Destiny challenges. I think they are really fun. I think they are technically the best showcase of my editing development. Like obviously they're not like cinema stuff, but I do think that the editing quality in those compared to the other projects are probably the best. Because I actively try to force myself to make them a little bit different every time. And I'll never forget the first time you watched one of them. You were like, "This felt like a genuine YouTube video," which I found
what a
very
backhanded compliment.
Yeah, I know, but it was funny. But I think I would still put the Blocks above it because I still think that has more memories for us. Whereas I think the challenges are for the general audience, and I think they love them. Like I started a new one randomly. I didn't tell anyone about it really, and it got like I think it's above 2,000 views now. And I'm like, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But the Blocks is probably. Yeah, I'd say that. Either that or the Destiny like custom ideas. I find that very fulfilling, and then having Turtle Guy as kind of like a gag character in it is also very fulfilling. But yeah, let's go with the Blocks.
Okay. All right. I think of more questions. Who that you haven't collaborated with in the past would you ever want to collaborate with?
Well, like I could pie in the sky and be like Markiplier, but honestly, I actually don't know. Like I've reached out to a couple recently, and I'm waiting for some responses potentially, but I actually don't know. I'm fairly happy with my community as of now. I feel like I've become a pseudo boogeyman of Destiny because people are starting to notice that I'm kind of popping up in random channels across the Destiny community because John Titor Time Walker, check him out. put up like a community post about my video, and then one of the comments underneath it was like, "Whoa, hold up, why? I didn't know you were friends with Cyber." I feel like I'm in like a lot of different circles in the Destiny community, which is kind of nice. I just
cool.
kind of pop up. I'm like a recurring character. I can pop up anywhere, and I like that. I find that funny, and I find it even funnier that the fact that in Toad Smoothies, also check him out, chat. The Turtle Man is now known, which I find very funny.
He's like the boogeyman.
Yeah, I love it so much. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I don't know. I don't necessarily want to give any specific names in case anything works out. But yeah, I would like to experiment in crossing over with someone that doesn't necessarily do gameplay. I'd like to see if that would work. But I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Hell yeah, talk show host. Just staring me dead in
Sorry,
the eye with this gun.
I had another question. Oh yeah, do you have any favorite running gangs?
Oh, we made a podcast episode about this.
Oh yeah, we did. Whoops.
Leaving Turtle Guy behind, or Turtle Guy getting lost, will always be immortalized. I love that. Turtle Guy having blatant favoritism towards you. I don't know if that counts as a bit, but I find that very funny.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a running gag that is. I think that's just like real life.
Me getting thrown under the bus, I play up for laughs, but I do find that very funny when everyone turns on me at every given possibility.
It's a very subtle running gag that happens all the time.
All the time. I do like it though. I genuinely do find it funny.
Some might wonder if it's a gag at all. Or
Yeah.
if we really just don't like you. And we've been lying to your face this whole time.
Man, I hope not. What other gag? Turtle Town being an absolute like war zone.
Well, I think
constantly.
anything Turtle Guy touches turning to shit is a very
Yeah, that's
interesting-
actually true.
Like, just regardless of what game it is, what series it is, he just never catches a break, that kid. He, like, consistently gets himself in trouble, no matter what game we're playing.
That reminds
I
me.
mean, even like when we played Payday and he fucking alerted everyone that's ever been born of his whereabouts.
That was so funny.
Is just an incredible,
That was so funny.
you know.
Oh, but that does remind me. Potentially one of my best jokes ever, I think, is one that is starting. It pops up every so often. But Turtle Guy only being killable during an earthquake if you have a
my
gun.
God. I love that one because it
that.
annoys him
Yeah,
so much. For
I
some
love
reason.
that so much. I love that
bothers
he
him
gets
so much.
annoyed.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
so...
anytime Turtle Guy like gets genuinely annoyed by something really dumb like that, like I don't want him getting annoyed in like a mean way.
No, not at
But
all.
when it's something so inconsequential as that, I just love it so much.
It's just really funny because it makes no sense, and his anger therefore makes no sense either.
Exactly.
Oh, but speaking of the passion about him, the fact that we called him for every major decision in A Way Out.
Oh
That
my
is
god!
one of-
Well, yeah, within a series, that is one of my favorite running
Yeah.
gags ever.
that
It's
was,
so
it was
funny.
just, it was great, and it paid
Down
off
to the
at the end.
final decision.
Yeah,
It's so funny.
it was
that was great.
fantastic.
I've got a very biased one in that I think Harasolgagoth is a very funny running gag.
That is good.
I'm biased in that I was the one who obviously did the voice, but more importantly, it led to a lot of stuff that
It did. It created
Basically,
story.
if you like the Fire Team of Fools, you can thank me.
Yeah, for multiple
I mean, you
reasons.
can thank all of us, but you can thank me.
Yeah, but you can thank David for not buying Forsaken, because technically
Yeah.
that led to him getting killed off as a gag, and then that actually sowed the seeds of stories.
Exactly. Do you have a least favorite gag?
I
Is it
do,
John
but I can't
Kennedy's
say.
assassination?
Yeah, I was going to say that. That is my least favorite gag because I just don't like it.
I don't understand where it started or why it stuck.
It was definitely you.
Me?
100%.
No. I think
Um,
I have a Turtle Guy, you know.
I don't think so.
It-
I think
well,
he
well, I
parroted
might
it
have
off
been
you.
the first to make it, but he is the one who continued it, I would argue.
Nah, you're both as dirty as each other in this.
I think I started it, but he definitely, like, well, you know what he's like? He loves to milk things.
That is true.
You know.
But yeah,
So
that probably
I
is
don't
the
want to give
worst.
entirely the blame. Fair enough. Is there a series that you wish kind of lasted longer than it did?
Oh, that's a very good question. I gut reaction is the first Fools, but I actually don't think that's true because I think that was a very nice, succinct story that didn't overstay its welcome. I think it was. I think it just wrapped itself up well. Um, the Forest was like. Oh my god! How did I not mention the? Sorry, how did I throw the blocks out of my top three? The Forest. Sorry, that I completely forgot about the Boys in the Woods. I don't know how the hell
Classic.
that happened. That is peak content. I still want to at some point go back and edit that all into one mega video. But yeah, damn, how did I forget about that? The Boys in the Woods, incredible.
Yeah.
Also filled with running gags. But
Well, I think the only thing I'd ever change about that is I wish I had my new microphone when we recorded it.
I think that adds
current-
charm.
There is a certain time because it really does capture that time on the channel.
Yeah, and time of our lives as well.
Yeah.
But I don't
Is
think
there-
there's anything. I don't think there's any that I would have stretched out longer. Off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
well, I was gonna. My other question, following on from that, is there any that you wish had ended before they did?
Borderlands.
Okay, fair enough. Other than Borderlands, then, 'cause I guess, yeah.
That ended before it did.
Or even if you think you wish would end now, because they're currently ongoing, you can be bold.
Okay. I want to say Spider-Man, but just in the way that I want to have it finished, and I don't want to just stop at this episode. I want to have the whole series finished, but that's not me saying that it's been on too long. If I'm thinking of it's ongoing. I don't know if I've ever officially canned it, so let's say the watch along wagon. The watch along wagon,
that's-
I'm going to just officially say here, right now, even though Turtle Guy's not here. The watch along wagon has been parked. But it's
That's a
been
polite way of saying it's never coming back ever.
like maybe like I
It's
know
never
I don't
coming.
think it is like I don't think it is coming back. It was nice, it was fun. The John Walker memes are a very treasured part of that.
It surely did spawn some of the best thumbnails the channel's ever seen.
Yes,
Comedic
that is
thumbnails.
true. That is true. I
fair to say.
I do like that. But if I ever do bring it back, it'll probably be its own channel. I'm just putting that out there. But it definitely overstayed its welcome. I don't think there's anything else really.
Well, that's
Unturned, I guess, because there's so much footage you have to go through.
Oh my
There's like
God.
5
Look.
hours.
God damn it. Oh, just upload it all as one video. Who gives a shit? I will
Probably
watch
be
it all.
name drops.
No, well, that's yeah. Okay, fine.
I'll get through it. I'll get through it.
I don't give a fuck. I think it's a great goddamn series.
No,
that
I'd
deserves
say it
its
will.
Goddamn flowers.
I'd say it will be funny, but it's very intimidating. But I will get around to it. I just have other stuff that I need to do first. Like I got around to Ark. I didn't forget
Years after.
that. Yes, but still,
Years after.
at least it was finished.
True. Well, guys, I don't think I'm out of questions. I don't got anything else to say to this guy. Welcome. That was the first episode of Late Night with DavidKivo. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, because I sure as hell did. I feel like I learned a lot about you.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, I mean, I kind of knew all that stuff because I know you more than you know yourself.
That is true. I do want to, on the record, apologize to everyone involved in the Fire Team of Fools, and I apologize if I force you to do it.
Yeah,
it
okay,
is
a bit
very
late because I did just pay for DLC.
Yeah, I know,
so-
but I apologize if you don't like doing it, but it's very fun. It's very fulfilling creatively for me, and yeah, we're nearly at the final Fool arc. So who knows what can happen? Maybe you won't have that long to do of it anymore. We'll see.
Oh, if only I was so lucky. Do you have anything you want to leave our wonderful viewers of our everyone's favorite late night show, what do you want them to know
What do I want them to know?
before you go? Your final message to the world before I Goodfellas you.
Try your best, guys. Don't stop. If there's something that you want to try, just do it. Just do everything. Try everything in life. Just never say no unless it's dangerous to your health, and then just get as much experience as you can.
We are edging into Shia LaBeouf territory. Advice right now.
That's not my intent, but I mean, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Do it today. Why leave it till tomorrow? Just do it. I don't know. I don't actually know it verbatim, but
this is actually pretty much what he was saying to me when I was looking at the DLC page for Final Shape. So it convinced me.
It did. I would make a great motivational speaker.
You'd frighten people into doing what you want, I think is what you're saying.
No, not at all, not at all. Actually, one thing for people to notice, I'm going to try and change my laugh. I'm going to try and stop inhaling when I laugh.
Guys, start taking down notes of the cyberprime sociopath theory.
Wait, what?
He's trying to change his laugh.
Why is that sociopathic?
Because you're like faking it.
No, I'm still laughing, but instead of inhaling while I laugh, I'm going to be exhaling. That's the only difference.
Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, Ted Bundy. I know what your lamps are made of, you motherfucker.
I don't like that. Let's not do that.
Okay. Well, I love everyone. The whole world. I love you all. And especially I love the people who listen to this podcast all the way through.
Aww.
And didn't immediately hate me.
Why would they? Why would they?
My voice, it grates on some people.
No, it doesn't.
Some people.
Well, I'm sure my voice grates on some people as well.
Yeah, you're talking to one of them. Classic bit where I make fun of the guy who puts me out in the world. Classic bit where I act ungrateful. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for listening. We do this every week on a Friday where we talk about different topics. That's the bit I was supposed to say at the start of the podcast, and I didn't do it. Links are where links usually are. And shut up and fuck you.
We probably should eventually get a jingle.
I thought you were going to say job. Get a real job. Yeah, probably. Well, I've been saying this since day one.
But yeah, but now, like, we missed it for the 50th, so like now we might as well just wait until the 100th.
Which is what, next week? Because apparently it's been 100 years since we did the 50th. God knows. Also, once again, you've cooked me out of a good outro, but.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you can go for it.
No, it's fine.
No, you have to come up with a zinger to like end off your late night talk show, because that's how they all end. I've definitely watched them.
If I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Hey, no, I know that one. That's no. Don't turtle guy. Do something else.
It's a late. Hey, a late night is just an early morning. Stop laughing at me.
Sorry, it's a late. Hey, this is just the fact that you stopped and started in the middle. Try. I'll give you one more time. Run it one more time.
Maybe a late night is just an early morning.
Oh look, Eddie's
so to all my early birds out there, get some fucking sleep.